Time now for sports news on the News at 10 with Olumide Macaulay.
Thank you, Gimba. Hello and welcome to Sports News. We start with football. Super Eagles forward Victor Osimhen is thrilled to be amongst the final 3 nominees for the African Youth Player of the Year award. Osimhen, who has scored 13 goals in all competitions for Lille in the French Ligue 1 this season, is up against his close friend Samuel Chukwueze and Moroccan defender Achraf Hakimi.
Being nominated, I feel so overwhelmed. It shows that hard work is really paying off. I'm up against a very 2 good talented players. One is really my best friend in camp. I'm really happy also he's there. But I think whichever any of us win it, I think we deserve it. We had a good 2019, and I'm really looking forward to win it also. But even if I don't, I wish whosoever win it well.
Tottenham have failed with their appeal against Heung-min Son's red card received in Sunday's 2-0 defeat to Chelsea. The South Korean was dismissed in the second half of Sunday's loss when VAR showed him kicking out at Antonio Rudiger in retaliation to being fouled. The FA's decision to uphold the red card means Son will miss Tottenham's next 3 matches against Brighton, Norwich and Southampton. It was the 3rd red card for Son in 2019, as he was also sent off at Bournemouth last season, then for a tackle on Andre Gomez in November that broke the midfielder's ankle. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has confirmed Oxlade Chamberlain will miss the rest of 2019 with the injury he sustained in the Club World Cup with a win over Flamengo. The midfielder has ankle ligament damage, an injury Klopp once sustained as a player, so the Liverpool manager is familiar with the time needed for recovery. The 26-year-old will not play during the busy festive period when Liverpool play 3 times in 8 days. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are both expected to play against the Los Angeles Clippers on Christmas Day. Both players were listed as questionable by the Lakers on Monday due to recent injuries, but after a successful practice on Tuesday, the superstar duo are expected to suit up for the second installment of the Battle of LA. James missed his first game of the season on Sunday due to a thoracic muscle strain he sustained against the Indiana Pacers last Tuesday, while Davis is hampered by a knee injury he suffered against the Denver Nuggets. The Russian Olympic Committee says it will support the RUSADA's appeal against the 4-year doping sanctions barring the country from competing under its flag at top international sporting events. The RUSADA board voted to file an arbitration case with the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Switzerland. The wider sanctions include barring teams under a Russian flag from competing at the Olympic and Paralympic Games of 2020 and the Football World Cup in 2022, amongst other global sporting events. The country will also be blocked from hosting international sporting competitions. And finally tonight, Christmas comes with a lot of celebration, eating, drinks, and decorations. And that's where we leave it on Sports News tonight. Thanks for watching. Gimba, back to you.
Brilliant, Olumide Macaulay. Always a pleasure having to do this with you. But of course, as he said it, Christmas comes with a lot of drinks, celebrations, eating, decorations, food everywhere. The colour of Christmas, however, usually fills the air. And in Lagos, decorations adorn major streets of the country's commercial capital, setting the tone for the festivities.
December 25th is both a sacred religious holiday and a worldwide cultural and commercial phenomenon. For 2 millennia, people around the world have been observing it with different traditions and practices that are both religious and secular in nature. That's why around this time of the year, the different colors of Christmas fill the air. With beautiful decorations taking over the streets, roundabouts, roads, sideworks, offices and homes. Usually the Christmas trees are set up at home. And outside, the streets are flooded with all the beauty you can think of. For instance, from the beginning of Ajose Adeogun in Victoria Island, Lagos, to the end, it is beautifully decorated with bright lights, A small building depicting a manger where Jesus is said to have been born is created. There really cannot be any Christmas without decorations. That's why decorations are always taken a notch higher every year.
Simply brilliant. Beautiful lights, celebrations all the way, signifying the start of Christmas. And the main news again. Former National Security Advisor Sambo Dasuki and Revolution Now movement convener Omoyele Sowore today regained freedom from the DSS custody after the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, ordered that both men should be released in line with the order of the court. Also today, lawyers and human rights activists commended the release of Colonel Sambo Dasuki and Mr. Sowore, but they asked the federal government to release other perceived political detainees. And Ivorian government today ordered the arrest of former rebel leader and candidate in next year's presidential election, Guillaume Soro, as he plans to return to the country from self-exile. And that's has been it on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it on a very beautiful Christmas Eve, as we wish you Merry Christmas tomorrow. Good night. I'm Jim Bye.